If someone were to say, "Hey brother, show me your sack," I'd have to say, "Whoa, I'll just have to show you my cack because I don't have a sack." Now, sack and cack, of course, are acronyms for Swiss Army knife and Chinese Army knife. Now, I've never owned a Swiss Army knife because I've always owned a Leatherman, but GearBest decided they needed to move some units of the Zanmax 3101 Swiss Army knife style pocket knife. And since I have trouble saying no, I said, alright. So let's look at the Zanmax multi-tool pocket knife called the 3101 in black. Now, it's not really called a Chinese Army knife, that's where it's made, and I don't really know if they use that. So don't think it's an official knife of the Chinese Army, okay? I don't know that for sure. So let's look at the basic dimensions like the overall length, closed. Yeah, how about that? How about the tallness of it too? The large blade and its cutting edge. And, I don't know. How about the total length of the blade open? The small blade. The thickness. And, I don't know, the thickness of the large blade. And if someone asks me to measure the multi-purpose hook length, they can go to hell. Okay, so there's 8 tools. Some of those tools do more than one thing. It's technically called a 13-in-1 multi-tool. But like, if you use the blade as a pry bar, maybe it's a 14-in-1. Wow. Starting with the large blade, the screwdriver with can opener, the corkscrew for the winos, the sewing eye and reamer punch part, the multi-purpose hook, the keyring dangly thing, the bottle opener, the flathead screwdriver, the small blade, and the scissors. Okay, so let's look closer at the large blade first. It's cool, I guess. Probably the most useful part of this whole thing, maybe other than the scissors. It's a decent size for cutting the crust off your bread or whittling a stick. You'll open it with the thumb nick like most of these tools have, and it has a lockback mechanism. It is not locking. Nothing is truly locking on this multi-tool. Then there's the can opener. Great for opening up a can. Okay, open up a can of something. That was fun, right? Also, the small 3mm head for a little screwing. It's a flathead. There are technically no Phillips head screwdrivers on this. Yeah. Moving on to the stump screw. Sometimes called the corkscrew for people who drink out of corked bottles. Can it pick up a stump? Alright, so we'll just skip over the reamer punch and the sewing hole tool for a second. And then the hook. I mean, they probably do some good, but here they are for you to look at so you can decide if you use those parts. Then the 6mm screwdriver for a little more screwing. Looks like it has a bottle opener on it too, so it's good for beer. Naturally, we have to drink a beer to test it though, right? Yeah, okay. I'm glad we had that talk. And then finally the spring-assisted scissors, which are a little bit larger than on my Leatherman Wave. Okay, so let me give you a few more unorganized observations before I wrap it up. I have found that when you try to open all tools, some tools become very hard to open. The hardest to open are the hook and the reamer, which is okay because I'll never use those. Now, if all the tools are closed and you only open the one you need, it's not quite as hard. But if you try to do a demo shot where you show all the tools like a YouTuber, then it's hard. The exterior is made of textured aluminum, so it's not totally slick. It has a stainless steel liner too. Most of the tools have lockbacks keeping them in place, so there's a good amount of tension on them to keep them open. It does have a keychain loop on it, but it's a little too heavy for me to want to carry on my keychain because it's sort of a larger cack. Remember, Chinese Army knife. Just so we make that clear. Now, I personally never carried a Swiss Army knife. The main reason being is because, I guess I said it earlier, I carry Leathermans. And I carry those because of the larger blade and the pliers. I use pliers almost as much as the blades. I like the Leatherman Wave the best because of the locking tools, but I carried the PST for years with no locking tools and no lockback actually. Leathermans are heavier, of course, but I usually carry those on my belt when outside or at work. Since I don't have a Swiss Army knife to compare this to, I can't say how much better this one is. I have held a few Swiss Army knives in my life, but they never did anything for me personally. Not even a semi. But just because they don't do it for me doesn't mean they don't do it for you. Another few things to note. Do not use the small blade like I did here. It is the only blade without a lockback. Well, there's only 2 blades, but I had to bend it back because I applied too much pressure to it. Good thing I had a Leatherman on me with a pair of pliers. Also, the wind screw does rock back and forth, so let's call it an emergency wine opener only and not your main wine opener. You know, that you use every night. Oh yeah, and all the tools on here are made of stainless steel, like the liner. So, there's that. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, comment, follow me on the Instagrams. You can get it at GearBest, who provided this approximately $15 multi-tool for review. Yay. Thanks for watching.